Hello and welcome to another episode of Dave Flies RC. I'm David. Today we're continuing our build on the Aeronaut triple thermic electric glider. Okay, today, if you're just coming back or if you haven't been before, this is our electric glider. We've put it all together, the two fuselage pieces together. We've put all the formers in for the controls and the battery, and we're just continuing on resheeting the top of the aircraft. So today we are going to continue doing the underneath and just this last sheet on top. Okay, so here we go. So if you haven't been to this channel before, we're relatively new, so we just decided we'd like to have a go at building a RC plane. So this is our first attempt, and later on I'll flick you around and show you what happened to our trainer while we were under instruction with an instructor, because we are actually doing our wings at the present, trying to get our RC pilot's license, so to speak. Okay, so we're just using a bit of PVA glue here. It just takes a little bit longer to bond, but it should give us a better glue. And we'll probably wickle ahead later on, because this is quite a slow operation. If you are working on any projects at the moment, you want to send us through what you're up to. We're always keen to see what projects other people are up to and what you're into, what are you enjoying, what kind of RC vehicles do you like. We're also interested to see what's going on in the RC community. Okay, so we're just going to pin this down. Grab a few pins. It's a bit hard with this because this is where all the hardwood is. This is where the plywood part of the structure is, up the front here. So I've got a feeling that this isn't going to pin down too well. No. So what we'll do, we'll endeavour to get some. We're going to have to tape this on. I don't like taping this on because this is the okay, so that should hold that in place for now. I'd like to pin it down. There's one. I get a bit scared because it's so fragile. Okay, let's flip him over. And we'll start on the bottom. We're not going to actually sheet all the way up to the front here because we still have the we still haven't put the electric motor in yet, so we don't want to go all the way up to the end in case we till we fit the motor. So we're simply just resting the balsa sheet onto the aircraft frame, and then we're just cutting and gluing. So it's quite relaxing. So this is I think this is the fourth episode of the fuselage build. So once we finish the fuselage, obviously it's wing time. That's where my big concern is. Obviously I've never built any of these things before, and the wing is quite a bit of a big job. so I'm getting a slightly bit miffed, but this aircraft has quite a nice template for building the wings, so hopefully all goes well. We should be alright. And we'll pin this one down. This is a little bit softer this end as we're back into the softer balsa on the rear. Okay, so last time I took out this hatch here because last time I actually glued the hatch has to go underneath, and last time I actually sheeted and glued the bottom of the hatch onto the sheet. So this time we remove the hatch so we don't make the same mistake again. So this is the electric powered version of this aircraft. They do a non-powered one, so you can use your winch to get him up in the air. But I thought I'd like to try the electrified version. Just mark the back of the sheet so I don't overrun with the glue. Makes it a little bit easier to see where I'm going. As I said before, we're just using the PVA glue. Just takes it a little bit longer to dry and just gives us a little bit better bond. Just pin him in, keep him nice and solid down while it's bonding. Been watching another guy on YouTube, RC Tech. He's been building a Balsa USA smoothie 40 size. Nice little plane, scratch built on the plan. So I've been keeping an eye on his so far he's up to about video 30, I think it is. So we'll keep an eye on how he's going with that one and watching his different building techniques. Obviously this is more like a jigsaw puzzle. This aircraft, so I think it's a fairly good beginner type aircraft to start off with. See, it's a bit hard to handle. I'm going to stop that one up. So if you're enjoying these videos, I know it can be a bit monotonous and a bit slow going, but it is good to see some sort of progress. And we'd like to see some of your projects. So if you want to send us any pics or videos of what you're doing, what you're building, we'd be quite interested to see. We're back onto the hardwood here, so it's going to be a little bit harder to pin this down. I have to use the tape again. And that's as far as we'll go on this last bit of sheeting there, just to make sure we've got enough room to put the electric motor in. Hey, so that sums it up for this evening. We'll let that dry and then we'll pull the pins out and give them a sand back. But as far as we can see there, that is the last of the fuselage. Once we put the engine in, we can cap this last bit here. And we just need to glue the canopy on and sheet the canopy here. And that has us Aeronaut triple thermic electric glider, fuselage about 85% complete. So hopefully join us next time, and we look like we'll be starting on the wings. So join us for another episode of Dave Flies RC. I'm David, and we will see you next time on the next video. Thank you. We were learning to fly, and this is the remnants of our second flight with the Boomerang 40. You can see he is just totally demolished. This was only my second flight. The instructor took it up and the radio glitched, and we lost him about 300 meters. This is where obviously the engine used to be, so it's taken a third of the front end completely off. Oh well, so we built a new ARF and we're at it again. So thank you very much.